Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It's never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, there is a lot going on in the crypto world. I'm just putting it out there. We could see Solana ETFs approved in the next 3 to 5 weeks. That is going to be incredibly bullish. We have Crypto Czar, again, eyeing off Bitcoin expansion on their reserves. So that's going to be amazing. We've got Scott Bessent right here, a top contender to replace Fed Powell, which is going to be interesting right here. MicroStrategy lawsuits, Cathie Woods, bullish on Bitcoin, XRP and Ripple news. There was a huge announcement coming out with Ondo and, of course, Ripple from the XRP ledger, which is huge. And also Earn Curve, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into that. And I'm very excited about this. I really am. So let's get into it because I don't want to waste any time. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on that little bell notification because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting awesome in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and of course any other investment. So please be careful out there, all right? Now, formalities are out of the way. Let's going straight to the community tab. But this one is a big one right here. This is coming from the Bloomberg terminal. Excuse me. I'm always choking right here. We can see the ETF odds of approval. We've got Basket Index, which is Grayscale, Bitwise, Hashdex, and Franklin Templeton, which is nice. 90% chance of approval. We have Litecoin at 90%. We do have Solana at 90%, which is incredible. We have XRP at 85%, Dogecoin 80%, Cardano 75%, Polkadot the same, 75%, Hedera sitting at 80%, which is nice. We have AVAX sitting at 75%. We have SUI also sitting at 60%, which is absolutely incredible to see that. And you can see James Seifert and Eric Balchunas, Bloomberg analysts right here saying that ETFs that track broad crypto indexes may be approved by the SEC within the next month. The agency also may act early on spot Solana and staking ETF filings in response to Rex Osprey's attempt to use regulatory and legal workaround to launch Solana and Ether staking products. 7 issuers have filed for spot ETFs. Now, this is huge news in the crypto world. I'm just saying. Top banking coins in my portfolio, we had Nextra, XDC, Chainlink, and Ethereum. And of course, top altcoins in my portfolio is Nextra, XDC, Rose, and TLM. Very, very nice. And yes, that is yours truly there. I'm so excited about what's happening with EarnCurve. We'll get into that in a second. Let's go to the total market cap, $3.44 trillion today. So we're back up, which is nice to see that. Fear and Greed Index sitting at 65. Now we've got Bitcoin ETFs, 421.85 million, and Ethereum at 125 million, 63 and 9% for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're still moving. Look at this. This is interesting. We're at 33 out of 100 on the Bitcoin to altcoin season. So, you know, it's creeping up there very nicely. There's a lot happening with altcoins. There is. I mean, Bitcoin's Bitcoin. It's the OG. But there's a lot happening with altcoins. Coming over to the watch list, I share this every day in the Wall Street Bull University. Top altcoins in my portfolio. Ubix Network is like a layer 1 Russian-based Ethereum pretty much. XDC, Telcoin, Axie Infinity, Dogecoin, Solana, Rose, and Near Protocol and ICP. That is nice to see that. Now coming up to market cap, Bitcoin's at 109,500 US dollars, which is incredible to see that. It has been doing very nicely 3.8% in the last 7 days, 24 hours up 0.3, 30 days holding at 4.84%. It is flatlined, as you can see right here, for the last couple of months, I should say, but we're starting to creep up. It's up 31.58% in the last 90 days. That is good. Ethereum's at 2,767. XRP, we'll get into that in a second because that's my favorite cryptocurrency. 7 days with Solana, it's up 6.5%. I'm bullish on Solana, and I got into this when FTX collapsed, I should say, and the price of Solana plummeted like a 90-degree angle. That is when I bought the dip, and I guess take that as you will, because when there's fear in the markets, that's when I like to buy, not financial advice. XRP's $2.31, which is nice. It's up 2.6% in 7 days. And let's have a look at the 90 days. It's 3.8. So there's still big things happening, which we'll get into now in the XRP ledger. Now, quickly on EarnCurve. Yes, guys, go register an account on earncurveinvest.com. This is my spot crypto exchange. As I've been posting up today on X and all my social media platforms, the software that I am literally testing out right now is going to revolutionize crypto trading and make life so much easier for so many people, both in Australia and of course globally. Pending if you KYC, of course, that's very important. But guys, it's going to make life so much easier and simpler to trade cryptocurrencies, to manage your cryptocurrencies, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be amazing, and I'm really excited because we'll be launching this weekend. So make sure you go and register an account. Of course, email, your passwords, make sure you get them right. And of course, two-factor authentication, that is key. Go do that. And also, I want to say that thank you very much to those of you that have KYC. That's important. If you haven't gone to KYC, please go do that. You can use passport, driver's license, a government-issued ID. Obviously, a utility bill needs to be provided to prove your address, and you will be requested to take a photo with the date and sign it with that identification, okay? So go do that. Honestly, I'm using the software as we speak. Had a meeting today, which is nice, just testing everything out, and it's working like a treat, and it's amazing. I can't wait to bring this to all of you. I'm not kidding. Go sign up, register on earncurveinvest.com. Links are below. Use the official links, okay? Be very careful with that. Now, getting on to Solana. This is huge news, but the SEC has requested prospective Solana ETF issuers to submit their amended S1 forms, which is nice to see that. So I thought someone was behind me right there. Anyway, let's move on. Blockworks reported on Tuesday citing three sources familiar with the matter. One source suggests the filing changes could fast-track Solana ETF approvals, potentially arriving within 3 to 5 weeks, which is nice. And the SEC will provide comments on S1 forms within 30 days of submission. Two sources told Blockworks the agency requested updates on the language around in-kind redemptions and staking approaches, with apparent openness to include staking as part of Solana ETFs. How good is that? Grayscale, Van Eck, 21 Shares, Canary Capital, Bitwise, Franklin Templeton are among the firms pursuing SEC approval for Solana ETFs. That is unbelievable. Now, we do have Crypto Czar David Sachs, again, outlining a pathway on Tuesday for expanding the US strategic Bitcoin reserve without burdening taxpayers, which again is nice, signaling the President Trump administration could complete its pro-crypto agenda by August. So the next couple of months are going to be pretty big, ladies and gentlemen. This one's an interesting one, but Scott Bessent, a top contender for the soon-to-be vacant Federal Reserve chairman. So I remember seeing, Fed Jerome Powell. He said that he's not leaving his position at the Federal Reserve, which is interesting. And President Trump said Friday he would name a successor very soon to replace Jerome Powell, whose term as Fed chair ends May 2026. And Bessent, who is leading Trump's effort to kickstart the US economy with sweeping changes to trade, taxes, and regulation, is also one of the contenders for the job. So I think Scott Bessent's incredible with, how he speaks, what he's doing for crypto. He's pro-crypto. I mean, they're all pro-crypto, which is amazing. Could you imagine if a pro-crypto Fed chair is, replacing Jerome Powell, what that means for cryptocurrency. It's unbelievable. Moving on, yes, MicroStrategy is in a bit of strife or trouble. Strife, we say in Australia. I don't know if you say it anywhere else in the world. We have Levi and Korsinski and other plaintiffs sue MicroStrategy for misleading claims about its Bitcoin-focused investment plan after $5.91 billion in unrealized loss. And again, investors who purchased stock in the company from April 2024, sorry about the pop-ups, through the beginning of April 2025, so 1 year, were invited to register their intent to seek recompense for alleged financial damages. The lead plaintiff registration cutoff is set for July 15. So I don't know. Honestly, there's going to be people like this that don't like what Michael Saylor's doing. Let me know in the comments if you think what he's doing is good. I don't know, but he's obviously worked out something here to print and acquire as much capital as possible to buy more Bitcoin. Now, Cathie Woods, I think she's incredible. She's always been pretty, spot on with her predictions in terms of where, her analysts have said Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are going. Now, basically, Cathie Wood's firm previously predicted that the top crypto asset, being Bitcoin, could reach $2.4 million per coin by 2030. Bearing in mind what's going on in the world at the moment, there's chaos, inflation everywhere. People are needing to hedge against all of this and secure themselves for the future. Bitcoin literally is the only one to do that. And of course, that's the reason why. Now, ARK Invest highlighted multiple bullish indicators as Bitcoin approaches its all-time high price, which is nice. And aggregate unrealized gains, ETF inflows, and higher support levels are bullish signals in ARK's view. Nice. Now, we're going to get onto this Ripple and XRP news because this is incredible. I didn't see this one coming, but of course, it's crypto. Ripple, Ondo, Finance, and BlackRock. Check this out, right? This is wild. Ripple has achieved another milestone as Ondo Finance launched its flagship tokenized treasury product, OUSG, on the XRP ledger today, which is nice. And its short-term US government treasuries is backed by BlackRock's BUIDL fund, unlocking 24/7 institutional access as well as mintable and redeemable using RLUSD stablecoin. Gosh, they're linking absolutely, everything at the moment. That is incredible. And the new era for on-chain finance, the move has enabled qualified purchasers and institutions to seamlessly mint and redeem OSG. These pop-ups are so annoying. OUSG on the XRP ledger using RLUSD stablecoin. Now, for those of you who don't know what treasuries are, I'm just putting this out there for educational purposes because there's a lot of young people that watch my channel that probably have no idea what the hell they are. So, US treasuries are government debt securities issued by the US Department of Treasury to finance government spending. And if anyone knows what kind of government spend money, it's governments, or people that spend money, it's governments, okay? They come in various forms, including treasury bills, notes, and bonds, each with different maturities and characteristics. The US government uses treasuries as a way to raise money beyond taxation. Obviously, governments get funded by taxpayers. This is what happens. Treasury bills, or T-bills, short-term debt with maturities of 1 year or less, typically issued at a discount. Treasury notes, intermediate-term debt with maturities of 2 to 3 to 5, 7, 10 years. Treasury bonds, or T-bonds, long-term debt with maturities of 20 to 30 years. Now, you can invest in bonds. I'm not saying to do this because they're quite boring, but you can as a part of a portfolio. I believe I do mention something about that in regards to diversification in Money Never Sleeps, my dividend book. So go read that. But anyway, that is pretty much it. That's bullish news. Coming over to X, thank you to those 9,061 people. By the way, if you haven't gone to follow Earn Curve Invests X page, go do that. Thank you to the 412 people. You rock. I appreciate all of you as always. Coming over back to X, let's go to my portfolio because I like sharing the news here because everyone's awesome on here. The XRP ledger momentum is real. Look at this, $3.3 billion in transactions processed, 6 million active XRP wallets, $130 billion in market cap, $120 million in real world assets and counting. XRP ledger is incredible. Listen to this. Let me see if I can play this from David Schwartz.
Of reliability and decentralization.
XRPL has finally broken into the top 10 chains for real-world assets, with nearly 120 million RWAs live on-chain today. These aren't experiments. They're live, regulated financial products on the blockchain, and the pipeline ahead continues to be strong.
Let's hope I don't get banned for that music. But anyway, moving on, Elon Musk. I think is an incredible entrepreneur. I'm just saying, all right? And he's done some pretty incredible things in his life, but he did say that he regrets all of the posts on X about President Trump. There was probably too much build-up and tension there. I mean, boys will be boys and men will be men. Everything just gets a bit heated, so I'm glad they've taken time to chill out. Okay, that's what we all need sometimes, just to have a bit of a breather, and it's good. Well done, Elon. That's incredible. Now, this is an interesting one, and I never thought I'd be reposting the SEC, but the right to have self-custody is one's private property and is foundational American value that should not disappear when logs onto the internet. This is from Paul Atkins. I'm in favor of affording greater flexibility and market participants to self-custody crypto assets, especially where intermediation imposes unnecessary transaction costs or restricts the ability to engage in staking on other on-chain activities. I'm just saying, right, Gary Gensler a year ago would never have posted this stuff. Come on, it's just remarkable. It's like it's unbelievable. I'm just freaking out about it. I really am. Tokenized treasuries, this is huge news. Again, it's all tied together, and Ripple's going to be an incredible company for technology and the finance world in the future, establishing institutional access through seamless minting and redemptions via Ripple's RLUSD. That is huge. 21 shares. Update, the SEC has acknowledged NASDAQ's filing to list and trade shares on 21 shares SUI ETF on the Federal Register, formally initiating the review process for this proposed investment vehicle. I'm very bullish on SUI. Thank you, Thomas, for this one. BlackRock buys 3,065 Bitcoin, currently sitting at 666,000 Bitcoin. Wow, that's an even number. We do also have Fidelity buying 1,500 Bitcoin, BlackRock 1,113, and Bitwise buying 635. So incredible. Now, Nate Garassi, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. And yes, my legendary cleaner is here every day, spot on. The SEC is about to open the floodgates to ETFs. Last step before all major brokerages offer direct spot crypto trading. Then we head down a path towards full securities tokenization. I mean, ETFs equal the bridge, B/W trade and D for decentralized finance. This is a huge space. And yes, I'm literally about to unleash some trading bots on EarnCurve as big as these cannons that are located in Hawaii. Honestly, I'm very excited about this. Go join up to EarnCurve. And that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen, for today. I'm very excited on EarnCurve. I will be launching the trading software bots on the weekend. Again, I'm running them at the moment and they're working incredibly well. Sorry about the vacuum cleaner, but they're incredible. So go register an account. It's going to be so easy to hold, trade cryptocurrencies. And by the way, it's USDT for now. So you will need just USDT cryptocurrency. And once you've got that, you can activate the bots and trade. So we'll work that all out. But stay tuned, guys. Go register an account. I'll speak to everyone tomorrow. Peace out, bulls. Bye.